Good morning. You know, the only downside of coming off of Wester Bald into the NOC is to leave the NOC, you've got to go back up a mountain. But that's okay. That's why we're here. I want to give a quick thank you this morning again to everyone who's joining me on my journey. I appreciate your comments. Got to read a lot of them last night. Responded to everyone. And some really interesting questions on there. Thought-provoking questions. And those are the best ones that I'm happy to answer. I was asked, how is it that you're financing this thing? And that's a terrific question. This was not a spur-of-the-moment decision for me. I had set on this course a couple of years ago, and I had steadily saved away money every paycheck. The typical estimation point for financial considerations to Thru-Hike the AT is $1,000 a month. That is your food, other supplies like fuel, things like that. Occasional lodging is all included in that estimate. Now that can go down if you decide not to stay in lodging as much. It can go up, definitely, if you decide to eat in a lot of restaurants and stay in a lot of lodging along the way. For myself, I allowed that $1,000 a month. And so far, I think it's working. Time will tell. We won't know till the end. Now, I am a military retiree, so I do have that pension. And that, including Twinkle's income from her school nursing job, allows us to keep our home running smoothly. And I am living off of the money that I set aside. Now, I did ask my employer for a unpaid leave of absence. So I am not earning income right now, except for my military retirement. And I'm living exclusively, as I said, on that money that I've saved. Boy, what a beautiful day. So, back to moving uphill. Today I'm going up about 3,100 feet in elevation during the first 6 miles. If you do the math, that's not a very steep incline. Should be a good gradual incline all day. I started out with a rock scramble for a bit. That's fun because it really does get the body warmed up to start your day. And so, yeah, I'm gonna be moving uphill for about the next 3 hours. And then it should return back to more of the roller coaster of downs and ups in terms of elevation. Today I've got a 16-mile day. I'm heading to Brown, I think it's Brown River Gap Shelter. It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. I do know, though, that it is 16 miles to get me there. So it should be a good 8 to 9 hour day. More realistically, 9.5, counting my breaks, which I'll have at least 2 snack breaks and 1 lunch break. It's important to stay fueled and stretch out. So for those of you that may not be a subscriber, or somebody who may have just come upon my channel and is viewing this, my name is Bricks, and welcome to my AT attempted through hike. For everyone else that's been following along this whole time, it's another beautiful day on the AT. We'll see you out there. Little glimmer of a view through the woods, which means hopefully there's going to be something better up ahead. Let's go find it. The trail provides today's first water source. 4 miles in, and it's also the first stop for my midday snack. Perfect location. I want to park it on that log, refuel, replenish my water, and continue this day. There's our view. First view of the day. Beautiful. About 4.5 miles into the day. You can sort of catch a glimpse of the Nantahala River down below. A couple rays of sunshine. I tell you that food's important, but this gives you a different kind of energy. Well, everybody, we are on the top of Chiowa Bald. I will try to find out the correct pronunciation. Boy, if it was not such a cloudy day, we would have a beautiful view behind us. That climb up was pretty strenuous. I will say today has been a very strenuous day. I'm 7 3/4 miles through the day. I'm keeping a pretty good pace. I'm at 3 hours and 50 minutes for 7 3/4. So I try to always plan for 2 miles per hour. Sometimes I go faster, but I try not to go slower because it helps with time. But boy, look at that view. Man. So the sun has come out, and man, it makes all the difference in the world. It feels amazing out right now. I think the temperature's probably gone up about 10 degrees in the last hour. So it's probably, I would guess, in the mid 50s, which I think is terrific. The trail is steady as she goes. Lots of ups and downs today, which is what I expected. I have really 2 more climbs left in me for the day. I'm about a little over 4 miles away from Brown Fork Gap shelter. And that is where I will be staying the night tonight. It's going to have a pretty steep climb over the last 2 miles-ish prior to getting to that. But that'll be my last major climb before I get there. That should get me into camp at about 4 o'clock, and which is really kind of on schedule with what I had hoped for. I couldn't ask for a better day. Just like always, it's a great day to be on the Appalachian Trail. So I just had the greatest surprise. I just left Stokoa Gap. I've got 2.4 miles left to get the Brown Fork Gap shelter, which is where I'm headed today. And while I was there, I was having a conversation with a local backpacker named goes by the trail name of Crockett, who was just doing a shakedown. He's not attempting a through hike. But while I was there, I had a chance meeting with a gentleman that stopped to see if anyone was looking for a ride. He was a local person and thought maybe a backpacker needed a ride. And he told me I looked familiar. And then come to find out, he's one of the subscribers to the channel. And boy, that was a surprise. That was a treat. So Mosey Mike, if you're watching, it was real nice meeting you in person. And thank you for following me. And if that couldn't be, any better, while I'm sitting there, a nice woman and probably her granddaughter from the local Methodist church stopped by and gave me some trail magic. They gave me some Ritz crackers, some cookies, some nut butter, and an oatmeal raisin bar. There's good people in this world. And boy, that really lifted my spirits. So, as I mentioned, I have by this time, probably 2.3 to Brown Fork Gap. I'll evaluate myself to see if I go any further than that today, but I don't think I will. So, unless something changes, that'll be my next check-in.